Okay, so I'm trading the fact that this is a range bound situation where despite the fact that it's in a downtrend, it is showing a higher low and a higher high here. I'm expecting it to be toggling back and forth here as well. Likewise, this is also it looks like it's in a range bound situation here. So that's what I'm banking on. So if this thing goes up, it'd be great. And the rule is that if my second ad is smaller than the first ad, it's okay. That's how it works. So currently it's at about 266 for this guy right here. Now if these things decides to start climbing, I'm not complaining at all. I mean, if it does that, if it decides to start climbing, that would be even better. That's the trade plan that I have. Again, if it drops to here, but that seems to be the support area here. That's what it looks like. Um, both don't look too good though right now. Both it'd be better when it's up to add when it's going up, but doesn't seem to be wanting to do that. So currently 2 minutes into this trade, currently down about 41, which is approximately about 0.5%. And that's showing some weakness here. That's going to be a problem. That seemed to be showing some problems there. Maybe the same thing here. Maybe. It's collecting itself here. It's instead of immediately taking off, it's holding in this area, which seems to suggest that it's going to be wanting to drop. That's what it looks like. So currently it's 12:44 a.m. on a Monday, which is the second day of the trading day for this week. Second day of trading for this week. Again, it would be nice if it starts going up, but that's the market for you. It'd be good to go. It would be good to add when it's going up, not going down. That's the rule I need to follow. See. Okay. So that is just exposing itself to a loss right there. Look at that. When it's hovering around right there, it's no good. Should have just been in one trade. Just complicated it. That's down and this is down. So maybe both are just going down. That's what it looks like. Everything's going down. So that one's going down. Now it says $30. So it actually broke through That thing broke through right there. See, I thought it was in a trading range as it bounced, but it broke through. Oh yeah, now it's at 40 bucks. Now it's at 70 bucks. The gain that I had is gone. Now it's at 70 bucks. Should have sold it right there when I did that. Now UJ's down 50, close to nearly 50 bucks. Right there, that's a 0.5%. Just simply by adding. And it was up, but it reversed on me. Oh, that's 50. Okay, I'm out. I'm out of that trade. So I lost about 1% on that series of trades. Huh. So this is actually below here. So that I need to sell too. So now I'm down essentially 1% on those trades. 1%. Okay, so I'm down 1% on that. So 95. Yep, 1%. I'm down 1%. Didn't see it coming. Should have shorted, but didn't see it. That could have been a $20 gain instead of the $50. So that would have been 70 bucks right there. 70 bucks right there. Darn. Okay, so now these are just plummeting. See, that thing is just plummeting. Up 0.3 for the day. That was a huge loss. Both are losses. So I would say that if it reaches here, there may be a chance that it's going to be reversing. But just don't know. It is down here. Most likely it's going to drop. It's gone up and it's on this side, so trading may not be sustainable. Now I gotta make 1% back. It's like give and take, give and take. Ugh. Give and take, give and take. See that right there? Should have sold it right there. Should have sold it. I gotta be very, very disciplined in the way that I'm trading. Okay, so I should have sold it right there to minimize my loss. Now, same thing with this guy right there. And I got in here instead of waiting until here. That's been this familiar story. Thinking that I wouldn't reach here. That was my problem. So now what I can do is risk a little more. It's back down here. It's not like wedged down like that. It's so I mean there's now I'm down 12 bucks. Two lots. And then what I'll do is if the trade do go my way, then I can add to it. As if it started going back up. I'm thinking because it's not a sharp drop, that this is probably a base where it's going to start rocketing up. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking it may do. It's going to do whatever it wants, but I'm thinking that's what it's going to do. It's got a broad area there. So look at this guy just coming back up here. I would love to add if there's a gain. Adding to a gain is much better than adding to a loser. Because the whole idea is support the fact that it's gone up. That's the idea. Okay. See, that's going back up. Oh, this is going back up too. So that's going back up. Alright. So let's see how that works out. Oh, look at that go. It'd be nice if this thing turned out to be that thing started to go. Would be nice. Just started to rocket would be nice. Right? So I mean if it gets to here, I mean that would be nice. Back to 800. Down 60. If it keeps going up, would be nice. Ah. So the fact that it did that, there's a possibility that I can add to this trade and see if it, I mean, if this thing keeps going up. Currently at 810. So now should I add? Should I add? Should I add? And why did it do that? It did this, move back up. Should I add? Should I be adding? Should I be holding? Okay. Is there another spike coming? Another big spike? Alright, I'm out. That's about a $49. So that erases one of the losses. Now I need to figure out where I can get the $40 from. So I thought it was going to be a trading range, but it's trending like this. So when it does this, it just keeps going down. So shorting is a good idea, but when it's bounced here and bounced here, it is possible. But this one may have a further downside on this guy. Oh, see? Dang, right there. That would have That would have been at least 30 right there. Right there to right there. So 2. That's 25. That's about 25 right there. That would have been about at least 20. That would have been a gain of about 20. Yep. But you gotta see when it trends like this, you have to be leery of what the situation is. So when I have gains like this, and I'm not in drawdown, I can risk it. I can go for it. Okay, and then use what I have to like punch it. That's what I can do. That's the idea. That's the theory behind the gains that I have. I can use it to get bigger gains. That's the idea. So what it turned out is that when I sold here, I could have held it a little bit longer. That was the idea. That was the idea, and I had my profit target right there, which means that if it went up, that would have been 60 additional dollars, 60 bucks. That would have been 60 more bucks right there. If this thing hits here, that would have been 60 more bucks. It looks like it's going there, but I sold too early. I should have just added. I don't know, man, I should have just added the thing. So UJ is going up. EU should be going down, right? Ah, see right there, that would have been at least 30 bucks right there. That right there would have been 30. See, that just keeps going up. This looks like it's a. Oh, see? That right there is 50 bucks right there. Could have held on to it. Could have held on to it. I could have added here. Could have just added. Yeah. Could have added and could have got maybe 1% out of this trade. That would have been 1%. Oh my god. Look at that. See, I thought something like this would occur based on this. Right? Should have just. Should have. Oh man. That would have been a really good trade. If I did. Really good trade, but I just got a piece of it. Just got crumbs. I got crumbs from the trade. Just crumbs. See right there, man. Right here. That would have been 60 bucks right there. That's 60 bucks. Wow, 70. No, that's 70. Oh, 80. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh well. Missed opportunity. I just got a piece of that. Man, if I. Wow. Okay. Gotta work on it. Gotta work on it. Cut my losses fast. And then hold on to my gainers longer. So this is going sideways. So if this thing comes back down here, I can enter again. Because it looks like this is a trading range bound situation. Okay, that looks like it's range bound. Gotta make it work. It's currently 9807. I'm down 193 bucks. And so now I gotta wait for the next trade. Oh, this is so nice. Look at that. Could have easily, man. 1, 2, 1, 2. See, 1, 2, 1. Oh man, that's easily 100. That's easily 1%. 1%. That would have been 907. I let it go. I could have added 1% to that, but I just let it go. See why I was in here, 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 here. Just let it go. So the logic behind, okay, so what is my logic? My logic, it's just purely based on support and resistance. When it's doing this, I mean the support is here and resistance here, bounce up and down and keeps going, and that's the trend. Okay, the trend is here, essentially the sideways with the fact that it's range bound. That's it. It works that way. It just works that way. See, here's the situation. Now, am I sold? Now, do I think it's going to go? No, it doesn't look like it is. Right there. Now, if trading was easy, everybody would do it. If trading was easy, everybody would do it. Look at this. This keeps going up. That is unbelievable. Okay, 1, 2, 3. That's $150 right there. That's 1.5% that I missed out. Oh man, that would have been 9.5. Darn, I missed it. I missed it. I simply missed it. Should have let it fly. I've done that so many times. I've done it so many times, and I didn't do it. I didn't. Did it so many times. So if I get in here thinking that it's going to keep going up, okay, that's my logic. So I'll add with the possibility of adding one more. Now, why did I add? Why did I add? Although it's in a resistance area is here too, and that big candle usually spells like reversal kind of thing. That's what it means. So if that thing turns, this could be like a 1% turn. That could be a 1% turn, but I'm looking to see if it can at least maybe move to here. This may not be that resistance area, but this could be the area right here. I think it has the potential to go up to that point. That's my thinking. That's my thinking. So adding anywhere here seems to be a good idea. Right here, adding anywhere here seems to be a good idea. If trading was easy, everybody would do it. You betcha. If trading was easy, everybody can do it. So what am I seeing here? What am I seeing? Look at that thing come back up. That's going down. Okay. Whoa. Look at this go. What does that mean? Wow. Look at that. Only if I gotten in here. Only if I had gotten in there. See, that's hard. Gotta wait and see. Gotta wait and see. Now down 20. So I'm risking what I just made in order to attempt to make more. That's what's happening. So if I were to consider this as a pullback on its way to here, is that what I'm thinking? Is that what my logic is? Phew. That would have been nice. That would have been very, very nice. That would have been a really nice game, especially with size. Now, is this like break and retest kind of thing? That's why they gotta. Wow. This is going up. Oh, from here to there. I don't. How do you know? You just don't know. How do you know that it was going to do this? It had a broad area, and then when it broke out, that seemed like a good idea. And if I'm attempting to take advantage from here to here, okay, and the loss could be about to here, okay, so that's what okay, so I'm thinking that if it moves against me, I need to sell at this point here, because if it moves down here, that could be tremendously big loss. That could be a huge loss. But the fact that it did this and it's now moving this way, I'm thinking that the momentum has changed. If it's truly working in a range bound situation, in a wide swath of movements, right? That's the mentality that I have. It's been sitting there for a while. See, look at that. It's also trading in a range here too, but generally bullish. Is this market going up? That's a question. Don't want to lose another 60 bucks. One lot risk is plenty. Is there any intention? This is above here. Wow, making a living from day trading on probability is not easy. So if this thing goes up here, that could be about 60 bucks. Yeah. But if it does go up that way and holds this right there, I'd imagine I could buy more. Thinking that it is in a bullish trend. Thinking that it is in a bullish trend. That's my thinking. There isn't a solid thing that says, okay, if this happens, buy it. If this happens, sell it. You know? I mean, if it's like trivial trading like that, if trading was trivial like that, anybody can do it, right? Anybody. Anybody can do that. Anyone. If it was that easy. So here I am, and I should have just imagined this. If I didn't sell this, that would have been like, wow. That would have been 1%, minimum 1%. That would have added another 100 bucks right there. So I'm looking at this. Oh yeah. That's why I didn't add. Because of that possibility. Of this possibility that it would do this. Yep. Precisely why I didn't add. That it could fall back down. See right there, that's 30, 60, 90. The fact that it did that, it probably means my trade is done. When it does this, my trade is done. See, it's done. It's already down 40 bucks. What I made is gone. What I made is gone. Okay, so this just demonstrated to me that it's trading in a range bound situation, okay? That's what this has demonstrated to me. So what I'm gonna do is next time it does this area, I have a bigger confidence that I can enter, and I'll make money when that happens. Okay, that's the idea. I'm hoping that this is going to eventually end up here. If it does, I should have a decent amount of gain. And when something moves like that, not a good idea to catch it. Catching it would be detrimental. All right. Unless this thing is in a range bound situation. So when I look at the calendar, there's nothing. Just euro. Oh yeah, there's nothing. So theoretically, it could just go sideways. It could go sideways all day. Man, I've sacrificed exercise, food, sleep to do this. And I failed every time. Every time I failed. Look, I'm even down 2%. I was up like, I was up like I was at 10K yesterday, and then I just lost like 2.5%. That's what happens. Big moves occur when you're not really there. You just do that. So I wonder if adding is a good idea here. I don't know. I don't know if it's adding is a good idea because it did drop. It dropped. So I'm looking at this. It's moving sideways. And if I were to put some size in there, what will that do? I'm thinking, let's say I add it here, okay? Let's say I add it here. Let's say I did that. Let's see what happens. I'm just theoretically placed a line in there. Theoretically, if trading is easy, this is your business. This is your business. You're in the business of your own business. You own your own business. This is your business. Nobody else runs your business. It's you. You do the business. You're the one. Nobody else is running your business. You're the one who's running the business. Okay? You run the business. What would happen? What would happen if I put some big size right there? What would happen if I put some big size right there? Right there. If I just put let's see a confirmation first, and then, if I can put ginormous size right there, what would that do? What would that do if I were to put some serious size on it? Okay, so here's what it did. It went up, it came down, and then it's actually holding at a higher level. Okay, so this is something called a break and retest situation. Okay. So the possibility of this going up is high. There is a good possibility. There's a good possibility that this is going to go up because of this particular situation. Although it's in a downtrend, it would be more helpful if it was an uptrend. If it was an uptrend, which essentially is an uptrend. Okay. Now that's going down. See, the spread is small with this one. So is this one. There is quite a bit of spread here, but it's still manageable. But these spreads are ginormous, especially that one here. So the only thing that I can trade in this server, which is, what is that, preferred capital server, the only 3 items that I can trade right now are these 3. Okay, that's the only thing that I can trade right now. But when the market opens for the New York time, currently it's 1:21, 40 minutes into trading. So I gotta ask myself, now do you think, well, that answers that question right there. Do you think it's gonna keep going up? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Now, what would indicate to you that it's gonna keep going up? What is it? What is indicating to you that it's going to keep going up? That's the question you need to ask. Okay, UJ. EU is down, which means that USD is strong, which means the USD versus JPY is going up because the USD is going up. That's what it means. Now, why is gold coming down? Why? Gold is coming down because there's a correlation between the USD JPY and the indices. And if the indices are strong, normally what happens is gold comes down. If the indexes are strong, gold prices come down. So currently I'm up about 15 here. So up about 1%. But anytime I enter into trade, there's always that drawdown. See, had I bought two here. Wow, look at that. Okay, so 41 minutes into trading. It would be nice if this thing kept going up. So that's about 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 100. If it gets up to here, that's 100. If it gets up to there. But if I add 3, okay, then that becomes 300, 400. I could add 400 to that. That's the reality. But if it reverses, oh, watch out. See how that's dropping? That means because this is inversely correlated to some degree, it should be going up. And gold is coming down. Yeah, precisely. See? Precisely right there. So had I added four more lots, 3 more lots, or maybe 4 more lots. Okay, let's see if this thing ends up here. It may go all the way up there, but let's take profit right there, because that'll be essentially about 1% gain. That'll make it about 900 if it gets all the way up there. Okay, now that's like tanking. So is that. So there's a possibility that this is gonna go on. So I mean, I could add 4, but if it reverses, oh. Okay, so that's where things are. See, this is what I'm talking about. It reverses. It reverses, my friend. So if I were to just add just 1, if that sucker reverses, I could lose about 60 bucks. That thing reverses. So you see how, if I was like, man, that thing could be, so I put a little alert here, 43 minutes into trading, still holding at about 23. Now it's at 30. Okay, now it's at 30. See, 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 100. If this thing reaches 0, that's going to be 100, which is essentially 1%. 1% gain. After this, I got to get some water. So I went to Costco and I bought like 6 cereals, oat brand cereals. So what I'm expecting to do, so I'm at a point where I just recovered what I lost. If I didn't lose, I would have been at 10K. If I didn't lose those, I would have been at 10K essentially. That's what it meant. See right there, see? 40 and 54. So 50 covers this, 40, if I make 40 here, if I make 40 here, which is close, so if that thing becomes 50, I'll completely recover what I lost. concern was that if it drops, I could have lost a tremendous amount. That's why I was hesitant to add. I mean, I freely add when I'm down, but I'm frightened to add when it's going up. That's a lot mentally skewed in thinking. That's not the right way to think. You want to add when it's going up, and you don't want to add when it's going down. That's the right mindset you should have in trading. Okay, so what I'm attempting to do is in one session to figure out how much I can make, okay? So that means that if I'm able to make like 3 to 4% in one sitting, I can pass these things using the same exact blueprint. Now there's going to be, I mean, with bigger sizes, we're talking about like losses that are huge, but I need to contain it within the daily loss limit. Okay, so now it's like hovering around at that $40 level right there. Finally, it broke through and I was at 45. I'm back to where that is, but if it keeps going up a little bit, I should be at a point where I'm at about 9.9 and I can go for the last 1%. But now it just wicked down, didn't it? It just wicked. Is it moving up? Is it moving up? That's the question you need to ask. Is it going to move up? Is it because of this resistance that it doesn't want to go back here? How far will that go before it reverses? That's the question I need to ask myself constantly. So that, see right there. So if I get out right now, I'm going to say to myself, oh, I should have held for the additional 50. But if it goes down, I should have said, oh, I should have got out right there. That's the concern, okay? So currently have about 50. I get out. Okay, so I got out. So now I'm going to say to myself, you should have added, not sold, right? I'm going to get some water. But that could be going up. Okay, so I recovered the 2 losses that I had with this trade. If I didn't lose those 2 trades, I would have been up. Yeah. Okay, so currently I'm about up almost 1.5% per day. Almost up 1.5%. If I can add 1 more percent, that's the idea. The idea is to have a technique that allows me to make consistent returns, whatever the situation is. And then when I repeat that over and over again, at the end of it, I'll automatically get a pass the challenges. Also, I'll automatically get a payout. That's standard issue. That's a standard process of thinking. Okay, that's it. So today's the second day of the trading. Second day of the trading week. It's still March. In a few more days, it's gonna be April. Almost half the year is gonna be gone. I mean, a long time ago, days would not go fast enough. But now that I'm old, I mean, days just fly like crazy. Days just fly. I mean, it's like, wow, things move on so fast these days. I guess it's all due to age. So I got out of it. So there has to be a point at a certain point when I say to myself, yeah, I could wait for that, but just taking profit seems to make a lot more sense. So this 47 takes care of. Oh yeah, so these 2 take care of these 2 losses. See, that's almost 1%. That could have erased that. That could have been 9.5 right there if I didn't lose those. So now I gotta figure out how to make another 1%. Where's that 1% coming from? See right here, look at here. So these are just mostly, the trending has subsided. So now it's mostly in a range bound situation except for this Euro USD. Now it's heading towards where this alert is set, where this test is it's going to test the support area. Okay. So what I'm aiming to do is repeat this over and over again until I become acclimated to any situation that I have. And when I perfect this, then automatically what's going to happen is I'm just going to pass and I'm going to pay out. And if I just repeat this for any denomination, then that's it. So this is just going through with it. So the goal is for each day to make as much as possible. Okay, that's the idea, and that means that I can employ any technique that I have to make that happen. Okay, so that's the trading for today.